The University of Pennsylvania Quakers will be playing the Kansas State Wildcats, who are 12th ranked in the AP poll. This game is one of the semifinal games of the Paradise Jam. The other semifinal game is Oregon State against Missouri. The game will be played at 7:30 for Penn, and the Paradise Jam is played in the Virgin Islands in St. Thomas. Kansas State made the Elite Eight last year. This is a great team. Penn needs to play extremely tough and physical to win this game. The Kansas State has a lot of upperclassmen: Barry Brown, Xavier Sneed, and Dean Wade, and Camus Stokes. Brown and Stokes had over 100 assists last year. Wade made 44% of his three-point attempts last year, and he was the leading rebounder too. They're 36th in field goal defense, this year. They're 36th in field goal defense to 26%. They allow 26% from three. So they're a great defensive rebound or defensive overall team. But Kansas State can barely shoot offensively, although Dean Wade was a great shooter last year. He's just not shooting it well this year. But Kansas State is 19% from three this year. Kansas State is 15th in rebounding percentage, and they're 7th in defensive rebounding percentage at 85%. And they're also the 15th ranked scoring defense, 10th in defensive efficiency. Kansas State's struggles are all on offense because they're 206th in offensive efficiency. The opponent assist turnover ratio they're 34th in opponent to assist turnover ratio. Opponents get 5.6 assists for every 10 turnovers, and they were 45th last year too. One of the reasons why they made the Elite Eight run is because they held Kentucky to 6 assists and 38% shooting in the Sweet 16 game. UMBC had 17 turnovers in the round of 32 game, and they shot 29%, and Creighton shot 9 of 34 from three in the first round in the NCAA tournament. So Kansas State's a tough and physical team, a tough, rugged, physical team with all kinds of upperclassmen, but their struggles offensively is definitely something that gives Penn an advantage. So Penn needs to just hold them to one shot, because Kansas State, they're not a great shooting team, so if they shoot only one shot per possession, then then Penn's defense will be better, and also transition defense is big too. You don't want Kansas State to get any easy offense, especially because they're struggling to shoot the three. The last thing you want to do is for Kansas State to get good ball movement in transition and get step-in threes, wide open step-in threes. You don't want Kansas State to get any kind of confidence. This is a game that Penn has a opportunity to win. They just need to execute. And offensively, Penn just can't get fazed by Kansas State. They got to move the ball well. Can't get intimidated by Kansas State. They trust their guys. Trust Goodman. Trust Washington. Trust A.J. Brodeur. Trust Max Rothschild. Trust Michael Wang. Trust everyone. Penn needs everyone to get involved in either defensive rebound by committee. This is kind of similar to the Kansas game in certain ways, when I can say the keys to the game. The reason why Penn lost the Kansas game is because they missed some free throws and they missed some bunnies around the basket too. Although Penn played physically well enough to beat Kansas. They told Devontae Graham 9 of 24 from three. Penn's offense was just didn't do enough. Although Penn did shoot the ball pretty well from three, 11 of 29 from three. So it's a Big 12 team. This is Kansas State. This is like an NCAA tournament game for Penn, but they just need to shoot the ball inside well, because it's just all those missed bunny shots inside 10 feet and all those missed free throws were just so big in that NCAA tournament game last year. Kansas State made the Elite Eight. Kansas made the Final Four, but Kansas was better than Kansas State is this year, so it's a totally winnable game for Penn.